Hi, this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life and welcome back to my channel. This is another process video for Scraplist Sunday where we're going to use this layout right here as our inspiration. And the person, it's Mandy Melville. She did this it was one of the challenges that she did over at Paper Issues for Scraplist Sunday. So how ironic is that? So I decided to follow it very, very closely, and I did also see what Laura did, and both of us actually followed this sketch very closely, but we still have two totally different styles. So I went Christmas in July. This collection is from Close to My Heart, and it is a Bring It Back collection, and oh my gosh, I loved it when it came out back whenever it did for White Pines. And I had it and I used quite a bit of it for my German Christmas market photos and whatnot. I finished it all up, and so I was super excited to see that it is completely back again, and we can use all of that goodness yet again. So but this time they also have stickers and a whole sticker sheet, which they didn't have before, and then all brand new stamp sets. So the paper is fantastic. I absolutely love it. It matches my decor very well because I am still that boho style person where a lot of the muted colors and whatnot, and this has a lot of creams and good reds and all of that. So I struggled in the beginning to try to figure out how I wanted to make this look. So then I changed it all up. I stopped the camera and I was like, you know what? Let's do my sewing because I'm frustrated. So I go through and I leave all this in. So you'll see that I do a small little stitch, and then I go all the way through with that small stitch. It's very, very thin, just enough to get a line through it. And then I go back with a longer stitch and zigzags right where I distressed. I distressed off camera 4 different spots. Nothing too drastic, but just enough to give it something. And I did the zigzags right at where that stitching was. So here I come back in. You'll see me kind of stop and go. And there you'll see the distressed. You can tell that it's a little bit thicker in certain spots. And then that second line. And sometimes the line is right on each other. It doesn't bother me. It was just added because she added it to hers. You can see that she did do this on her layout as well. So of course, if I can pull out my sewing machine because it's super duper cute, I am definitely going to do that. So now that I took a break and I got the stitching done, now I'm back at this. Now let me tell you, I absolutely love now how this is starting to come together. It's starting to make sense now. I'm like, okay, now I got my mojo flowing with this because I wasn't quite sure how it's going to make this work. She has a lot of shelves and I don't mind the shelves. But when you're working with Close to My Heart collections, your layouts, if you don't want to put mixed media and stuff on there, are going to be somewhat simple. Now, you guys have seen me throughout the duration of the 3 years, almost 4 years that I've been on YouTube. But then also, if you've been one of my very much OGs, you have seen that I would post a lot on my community page, to where I did quite a bit, and most of my layouts for Close to My Heart has always been on the simpler side because they give you simple tools to use and collections, and you can make it all your own, but they also give you awesome techniques and stuff and directions to these layouts. So for me, I purchased, and I always do this, I always purchase all of the workshops, and then I throw away the workshop part of it, component of it, because I don't ever follow them. But they come with it, and it's simple where you can get up to 6 to 8 layouts out of it, and most of the time they're double page spreads. So if you are huge into taking a ton of photos and want a ton of double page spreads, this is another way to go, completely hands down. So I will link this down below along with Laura's information. I will link the Pinterest pinned, or not Pinterest, Instagram pin from Mandy. I will link that down below as well. If you are new to my channel, you're coming over from Laura's, I would love to have you. Or if you found me on the internet, I would still love to have you. I do upload between 2 to 3 times a week. I do tons of collaborations, design team layouts. I talk a lot like this, and I am a close to my heart consultant. And if you are interested in that, I would love to have you as a YouTube family. So make sure that you like and subscribe. Now, Mandy is using one of the Cocoa Vanilla collections and has a bunch of florals. Well, I'm using a Christmas collection, so you're going to see a lot more trees and all that goodness, stars, that type of embellishments versus the floral. But I still put in some of what they consider, I should say, like what they consider what am I thinking, considered embellishments for like florals and stuff. It's Sunday morning when I did this voiceover, and let me tell you, I'm like struggling with words, and it's college, y'all. Like grad school, I knew it was going to be a whole nother level, but some of this stuff, because I'm a third-year teacher now, I cannot believe I'm in my 3rd year. Y'all, 3 years of teaching. That's insanity, but 3 years of teaching, y'all. I'm knocking this out. I cannot believe it's been 3 years. 4 years on YouTube. Yeah, 4 years on YouTube, 3 years in the classroom, and all of the midst of a chaos, so let me tell you. But this grad school, y'all, this is like brains intensive insanity. And the problem is, because I have been in the school year for 3 years, I have all of this stuff. I already, like, the class that I'm taking is classroom management, right? I am learning new things from it, but I'm validating what I am doing in the classroom is actually true to what everybody says out in the education world as of like grad school and thesis and, you know, all that goofy stuff that you could read about science and hope and pray that it'll work in the classroom. But I'm just like, I can't, sometimes it would be easier if I could just video chat and say, here, this is what I do in my classroom, this is what I do, instead of trying to write it out, because my brain hurts. And I know my friend Fran, that is like my tutor to fix all my stuff, we all talk about how I'm getting better the more and more I do, all of these papers and stuff, but I just would rather talk it out. Excuse me, Fran knows that too. Like, every time we get to going, I put all my junk on the paper, or not junk, I should say thoughts, all my thoughts on paper, and it's all mumble-jumbled Miranda-isms, and then I have to explain it to Fran, and Fran's like, oh, okay, that makes sense, now just do this, this, and this, and I'm like thinking to myself, I'm so glad she does this, and has no issue talking through all this, because let me tell you, it's driving me nuts. So then I got out my trusty stickles, and I am using the silver, the green, and the red. And these are all still available. They're all down below. So if you're wanting stickles, look how cute these are. I absolutely love how this looks. And I know that it looks spread out right now, but once I add my gold splatters from Shimmers Paints, because y'all know that I love my shimmers. So once I add the gold in there, then it actually comes together and it doesn't look as crazy paisy. So here I am with my splatters. Make sure that you like and subscribe to my channel. I am super close to 3,000 subscribers. I would love to have my giveaway to everybody that is a subscriber. I hope that you guys are all staying safe. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.